Before I got into anime, I was watching a lot of normal TV shows, and when I say a lot, I mean hundreds up to thousands. Maybe I was watching too much, but now that I really got into anime, I realized that there's a big difference in just watching a ton of TV shows and watching a ton of anime. And I'm obviously not talking about slight differences like, yeah, the anime is drawn and the TV show is not sing. I'm talking about complete brain fuck after watching anime for 16 hours straight sing. You could watch both seasons of Log Horizon in one go, and after that your brain will be completely fucked. Obviously, these two types of things also have a lot of similarities. Like, for example, both shows have ton and hours of watch time. They both have seasonal releases and they both give you the down feeling after finishing a really good show. After watching the latest season of a new show, you always have this "I wish there's a new season" thing, and obviously this does also exist in TV shows. And obviously there is the "oh my god, I have absolutely nothing to watch even though there are 100 shows I've never watched yet" phenomenon. I think everyone has experienced this once in a while. Then you come to these slight differences where you have anime with 20 minutes per episode and normal TV shows with 20 up to 60 minutes per episode. Then you have subtitles in anime. Yes, of course, some animes are dubbed. And you have the typical American shows and also some foreign shows which are most of the time dubbed as well. So you have subtitles. And of course you have the difference between voice actors and like full-on actors. But I'm not talking about this at all, I'm talking about full-on differences. Real differences. Anime is usually developing really fast and you have a quick change of characters or character development, and you have a quick reappearance or new appearance of new characters in each show. So in animes it is usually because of the fact that they are very limited on time. They have only 20 minutes episodes and they are also most of the time limited in episodes overall. A lot of new animes usually have 12 episodes per season and only 20 minutes per episode, which makes you really limited to the amount of time you can spend in telling a story. Obviously, when you tell a big story in such a short amount of time, then you really have to compress a story and press everything into 20 minutes episodes, which makes the things really difficult to watch because you have so many information flowing in all the time. So when you watch only one episode per week, then obviously this is not a problem. But when you watch one anime season in one go, then it can be overwhelming to watch. One of the biggest differences between anime and TV shows is that animes usually do not have limitations, because typical TV shows work with real actors and therefore they are limited to what humans possibly can do. And even though they can stretch out these limitations with using CGI, or better I should say bad CGI, because when you use CGI it is usually very expensive and the budget for a normal TV show in the US is not really big. So as long as you don't have a budget like Game of Thrones, for example, where the budget is always going close to the Hollywood films, then you cannot really afford real good CGI. Going back to anime, you do not have these limitations because everything is drawn, and even though it is not drawn, you can use CGI in making it integrated into the drawn anime more easily than to integrate CGI into the real world with real actors. Anime is not only limited to art style, because you have different art styles in several shows, or even sometimes different art styles in only one show, and therefore you can use different art styles to tell the story in a different way, or you can even use different art styles to support the scenery and to support the situation the characters are in. One of the differences which I just realized quickly before filming was that anime usually does have a complete different type of humor than sitcoms in the US. I'm mentioning sitcoms especially because sitcoms are usually the shows which are 20 minutes episodes like in anime. When humor in normal TV shows is most of the time based on tragic situations like someone falling down the stairs, then in anime you do not have this kind of situations, because in anime most of the time the humor is based on friendly and kindness. So this I really prefer, but this is also one of the big differences in watching a normal TV show and watching an anime. I think the overall difference between anime and watching a normal TV show is that anime pumps in information into your brain in a very quick amount of time. When you think about that, then let's say you have 4 animes which are each 12 episodes and each episode is about 20 minutes long, then you could theoretically complete all 4 animes in only one day. Of course, this would be way too much information for your brain to process, releases. So when you finish the last show, then you already forgot a lot of parts from the first show you've watched at that day. Of course, now you could argue that TV shows are just more relaxing to watch, but I don't really like that. I'd like to say that in terms of media used for telling a story, anime is just superior. Okay guys, I really hope you liked the video. If you did so, leave a like and a subscribe, and see you guys next time.